while the traffic was immense, the conversions were not happening to that particular extent, which means as Flipkart had to come out of that incumbent consumer behavior. Thank you so much. I'm very, very honored and very humbled to be part of such great brains and sharing this stage with all of you. Thank you so much for having me here. So today I'm going to talk about some very interesting business model that we have launched at Flipkart. So over 15 years of experience into insight, trend spotting, brand marketing, 7 years or 6 years almost with Flipkart. I have double-hatted and experimented with a lot of roles. Digital marketing, brand marketing, PR. I was heading PR for Myntra for quite some time. And now at Flipkart, wherein I'm part of the brand marketing team. I'm Senior Director of Brand Marketing and Head of Research and Insights very quickly. More super excited about talking about the new business model than about me. I'm a little boring. The model is going to be very interesting. So let me give you a little lay of the land. 1.3 billion population, 750 million active internet user base, of which only 200 million people are currently shopping online for products. Yeah, 100 million will be the online transactor base, which means that we have a headroom to grow to about 550 million extra online shopper base, right? Now, what we realized that not everything was gloomy in pandemic, right? While offline and the lockdowns were happening, there were tremendous amount of traffic which was coming on the e-commerce sites, and I can talk on behalf of Amazon as well. Definitely on Flipkart, we definitely saw that. Now, what we were seeing is that while the traffic was immense, the conversions were not happening to that particular extent, which means that we as Flipkart had to come out of that incumbent consumer behavior that, we are the leaders and we have got people, because what we realized is there's a first 100 million profile of consumers who started to shop online for products is very different from the next 400 or 500 million. Now, how is it different, And Vatsal, going back to your point, let me get into the insights. So the first 100 or 200 million people were a lot more discerning. They were a lot more evolved, higher socioeconomic strata. They were experimentative in nature. The next 400 and 500 million people, or the consumers, we realize, are the ones who are coming from a vernacular background. The English gives them that cognitive load, so they are not able to figure out. In fact, one of the consumer interviews that we did, we realized when we asked the customer that, there is a sign there, which of course all of us know is for search. तो आपको पता है कि हम वो क्यों यूज करते हैं? बोलते मैडम ये तो बैडमिंटन रैकेट की तरह लग रहा है, पता नहीं इसको यूज कैसे करते. So just giving you a difference of opinion that is a kind of a consumer you're dealing with. So whatever we are yelling on top of our voice as brand marketeers all this while, what got us here, we very well knew that will not take us to the next level, which means we had to change the gears. And we also took some inspiration in terms of identifying what are some of the alternate e-commerce models which are close neighbor, which of course also gave us COVID, but also gave us a lot of ideas, right? China. So Pinduoduo launched in 2015. They started with something called social e-commerce. Yeah, the resellers or the influencers could get onto the platform, and within their gang of people, their friends, family, neighbors, acquaintances, so on and so forth, they could sell those products. 6 years down the line, there are about 856 million AAC, which we say the annual acquired customers, and $256 billion. I think that really speaks about, of course, I understand the lay of the land of China is very, very different, but having said that, India is not very, very behind. So that is why we thought that why not actually launch a new business model, which is all about getting these resellers on board and then having their network to come and start shopping on Flipkart. And that's when got launched Shopsy. And I would really urge you to go into your Play stores and actually download Shopsy and see the way we have really built up this new platform, which is very, very different from the B2C. But this did not get launched just in the last 4 months, right? There was a lot of consumer research that we had to get into, and very, very interesting. And I think, there's some very deep insight there. What we realized is that if I were to divide this entire population of 550 million consumers who were coming, browsing, and they were going off. They were not shopping. If I were to actually divide them into consumer mindsets, so no more further segments exist. We cannot say it is foolhardy to say that there is a metro consumer, there is a non-metro consumer, there is women, and then there are men consumers. Now actually the mindsets exist, and mindset can exist anywhere is what was our learning. What we realized was through this deep consumer research is that there are a total of 6 consumer mindset, and this would be applicable whether you are in FMCG business, non-FMCG, e-commerce or offline. These 6 consumer mindsets, and I'm not referring to my script though, but let me start recalling it from my memory. The first is the global mindset, yeah? And for the lack of a better example, all of us sitting in this room belong to that global mindset, which is the participants of the bigger world culture. Second was the urban aspirer, which is a huge chunk of this 550 million. The urban aspirer is somebody who is coming in from a regional mindset, but he's aspiring, he's maximizing, and he's really looking for a bigger bang for his buck. Then there is dislocated migrant. So urban aspirer has moved to an urban city, but this dislocated migrant is also following him. So he's a follower, yeah? And then there is somebody called a value maximizer. You know, he's only looking for maximizing value, but he lost that bus on the liberalization which happened in 1990s. So he's largely a follower. And then in the end, then there are 2 consumer segments which are completely insulated right now. One is the traditionalist. For him, old is gold. You know, he takes a lot of solace in his culture, cultural integrity, so on and so forth. And then the last is the insular, who is, you know, standing with he's the flag bearer of Hindutva. He's going to talk about, you know, how I'm very happy with whatever I'm doing. No, they are going to spoil my culture, etc., so on and so forth. So they are pretty insulated. I'm not talking about them, with due respect. So we really identified these top 4. Global mindset, of course, many of them are already shopping, and I'm hoping you all are shopping on Flipkart as well. But at least the urban aspirers, the dislocated migrants, and the value maximizers. These were 3 segments that we realized 75% of their barriers to shop on online was not related to functional issues. They had psychological barriers. मेरा product गलत आ गया तो क्या होगा? What if my money gets stuck? Oh, but I know Flipkart sold somebody a stone for phone. मेरे को भी stone आ गया तो मैं क्या करूँगा? Yeah, I hear some and I see some smiles there. But that was yesteryear. Now, how do I really break this psychological barrier? इनको बोला कि free shipping है, I don't care. But इनको क्या बोलना है अभी ऐसा that they start shopping on Flipkart? So we said, first of all, पहले तो Flipkart को हटाना पड़ेगा, right? Because Flipkart comes with a baggage, and we are a B2C brand, and we'll continue to build there. But therefore, we launched Shopsy with a purpose that we are your progress partner. We are going to be getting, and this is an e-commerce platform which comes with a 0 commission as a marketplace, which organizes to get, so like they say, Bollywood got ABCD, anybody can dance. In Flipkart or in Shopsy leadership team, we call it anybody can sell. So if you have the intent to sell and you have something to sell, there is Shopsy. Because it's a 0 commission marketplace with a lot of features which have been inbuilt to ensure that it is vernacular, it is easy to understand, so on and so forth. And therefore what we realized is that when you make a very simple, and this is the power of simplicity, that when you make a very simple product, easy to understand, and then you get these resellers on board, right? I will say, you will not hear, but if your friend will say that, hey, you know what, I bought it from here, this is the kind of catalog I have, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever account, right? You go through it. You have any problem, I'm going to take care of it. So that sense of assurance was coming in from the reseller. We are only at the back end. We're not even talking to the end customer, right? It is a reseller who's talking to the customer. So Shopsy for the first time brought the reselling e-commerce at scale, and proof of the pudding is in eating it. We are just about 2 months old as a business model, but month on month, from the first month to the second month, we have seen that there is a 9 times growth in the GMV. We already have about 2 lakh resellers on the base, on the platform. We have 7 times increment in the units that we have sold. And of course, there have been more than 1 million downloads. So we have a huge aspiration for this particular platform. Also from the marketing perspective, we use some very different tactics this time. Flipkart as a group doesn't believe in influencer marketing, but when you have to do something different, you have to try something new. So this time we used the influencer marketing. We have for the first time gone into vernacular, and the campaign which is getting launched is all about really highlighting how Shopsy will become your progress partner. So that was the story that I wanted to share. In fact, just a couple of weeks back, we were having a virtual leadership meeting just patting our backs in terms of how we got this product right, even though of course there's 2 years of hard work which has gone into it. But pandemic accelerated the launch, and we realized that this is an opportunity wherein we can get these consumers on board, because one is there is a lack of trust, so we bring in the reseller, and second is unemployment is increasing. The small business, the sellers, they are losing their businesses, etc. This also becomes as a platform for them to sell. So somebody asked, how did you know that this will work? So in a Tyrion Lannister style, we said, we are marketeers, we drink and we know things. Thank you.